Federal Credit Union Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Turning it on. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He takes it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Foley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Tight end now in motion. Again, it's Brown. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. the quick completion. Still on his feet at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The option, he'll keep it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Hawkins. Here comes the heat. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. And now they're forced to punt.
Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here.
Booster.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here we go.
Hand off for Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. A give to Brown. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it on the counter. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Caught behind the line. It's Strachan. Breaks the tackle. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
West Virginia, 7-0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Throwing, Hawkins. Snags it over the middle. Makes the catch, and he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively you should...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
They'll give it to Isaac Brown. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Hand off, Isaac Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Bray. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes it past the marker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The lone back's got it. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Francis. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Michael Hawkins makes the catch. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. There's a little room there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
From the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
To advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's got room. He's into the open down the middle. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Number 48 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Makes the grab in their space. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Hawkins. On the run, still looking. He's going to fire to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Hawkins. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Brave. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 24 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Got the quick pass. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Strachan.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have it.
Takes the handoff, it's Cook. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On first down, it's Brown again.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. And your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his own 20. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Michael Hawkins unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Hawkins trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They have haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. West Virginia starts this drive and the offense looks ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finds a little space. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Hawkins. And the dive and the grab along the right sideline.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. But if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We've still got a lot of football to go, guys.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go play action with Hawkins. Starts to scramble to the left. Fires to the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Cook. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins punts it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll take it himself. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Michael Hawkins. Throwing right. Just beats his man to the football. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Michael Hawkins on the play action. And the pass is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a flag, and I think the offense is going to benefit from the quarterback taking an extra shot. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives him a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. They're working that left side. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. Hawkins. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Send the tight end in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. With the catch, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Francis. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll give it to him again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They go play action with Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what